ITC Tech Share. I'm Tom Grissom. In this episode, I would like to give you some tips and tricks about basic navigation around your first OneNote Online Notebook. If you recall on the last episode, we went to OneDrive, created a subfolder, and made our first OneNote Online Notebook. Now that it's created, we can just simply click on the OneNote Online icon, and that will take us to a listing of our OneNote notebooks that we have created in Office 365. I'm signed into my demo account here today, so if I look at the very top link, that's my most recent notebook that I've had open, and that's our Earth Science 101 Summer 2016. So here we are in the standard interface. We're just using an internet browser. This happens to be Chrome. But the first column over here are our sections, just to do a quick review. The second column are our pages. Very easy to navigate. You'll see that I've added a few sections since the last time we visited. But if I want to jump over to my earthquakes section, I just simply click or tap on that section tab, and then I can see the individual pages within. If I want to go to the types of faults section, for example, I can just go here and you can see here's our screen snip and a URL, web address link, and the three types of faults. So it's very easy to navigate. Now, something I didn't cover last time, and it's very important, is this little pin icon right here. It looks like a thumbtack or a pin for a bulletin board. If I click on that once, it will make the pane disappear, the navigation pane, and you can see we're back to the familiar hamburger icon. Anytime you see that hamburger icon, if you click on it, that expands your choices. So here I have the pin. If I click it once, that locks my navigation so that it always stays out here. If I go to the different sections, you can see the different tabs and things. If I click it a second time, it will make it disappear. If I'm on my desktop system with a lot of screen real estate, I almost always have this locked. That way I can very quickly, for example, navigate to my syllabus section. I just click once, and here, this is just a mock-up example here. I just copy and pasted the syllabus from a Word document into my OneNote. That way it's just one click away for all students to be able to refer to. So it's very, very handy for that use. If I want to change my scope and sequence of this class, let's say that I want to talk about oceans. So here's an example where I've got the 5 oceans. If I want to make that be like the first or second unit, I can just click on the section to activate it, and then click, hold, and drag, and I can just simply drag it up to the number position that I want. And now then, for example, I'll be talking about oceans before I talk about earthquakes. So it makes it very easy to adjust your sequence. Now, another trick, if I go over here to, you see the 5 oceans, this is my introductory page here. If I click on Arctic, I don't have anything on this page, but if I right click on that page, I can actually increase the indent to make that a sub page, and I might want to do the same thing for the Atlantic Ocean and the other oceans to make them sub pages underneath the 5 major oceans. So come back up here. You have to click on the section once to activate it, and then right click to increase. And then the last one will increase that indent. So that's kind of nice. Very easy to move things around. You know, here's a unit on plate tectonics. I don't have anything out there, but say, well, maybe I need to talk about volcanoes before I talk about plate tectonics. So it's very easy for me to navigate around. One other thing, correction, or just a little tip, I guess. Whenever we did the Japan earthquakes YouTube video, I copied and pasted this out of my Word outline, and I suggest you do have an outline because it makes your organization so much easier. But if I go out here to my Japan earthquake one, and I've got an example. Yesterday you didn't see this. Let me delete this, because I copy and pasted the title, but there's a trick with OneNote Online, and this may change in the future. But if I go out to this YouTube video, it will open up a new tab. Let me pause it and start playing the video. But if I go out here and copy this, right click, say copy, or I can press Control C. And if I come back and I click somewhere else on this page, I'm going to click over here to the right side here just a little bit. And if I right click and say paste, remember I said that OneNote wouldn't accept the right click, and it gives you the message right here. Please use your shortcut keys Control V to paste. So if I press Control V and then press enter, then it will actually insert an embed code within OneNote to actually play in line. So you can kind of make some instructions up here, have your students watch whatever section of the video. Makes it very easy to navigate around. So every time I click somewhere else on this canvas, you can see that it's making kind of this little container. So that's a little bit different than what we're used to with Word, where we start in the upper left-hand corner and just continue down. Word is a flexible canvas that you can put anything anywhere. One more example, and then we'll wrap up for today. If I go over to my types of rocks section, just to make you aware, it's multimedia. We just inserted a YouTube link. Let's say that I want to talk about igneous rocks here. So I'm going to click somewhere on my page where I want to insert a picture. So I'm going to say Insert, Picture, and I'm going to choose my file. Just so happens I have an example here of an igneous rock. So if I choose that and say Insert that picture, it will go out and insert the picture. Since it is an object on my OneNote, it'll take it just a minute because I'm not saving anything in OneNote Online. There is no save button. It's automatically synced. And here's an example of an igneous rock, and then I can resize it. If I want to make it a little bit smaller, I can click, hold, and drag and move it around the page. So to go back to the introduction section, this is the introduction, the very first page. If you give a public link out, this will be the page that everybody lands on. So I like to give an introductory comment, just some general directions and things. And then I also do like to provide a getting around this OneNote notebook for new users. And here's just some screenshots of what we've been talking about during this screencast. You see the hamburger icon, the sections and the pages, and then we talk about the pen icon. So that's it, just some quick navigation. Remember the pen icon, the hamburger menu, and then just clicking on whatever section and page that you want to go to. You'll be able to easily navigate around a OneNote Online Notebook. Until next time, this is Tom Grissom. Keep on learning.